Hello, everybody.
Great. This is the City of Detroit versus Deshaun Gant. Strike that Deshaun Randall Gant Jr. This number Z809087 Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sharon Payne, P38749, representing Mr. Gant, who is also present via Zoom.
Mr. Gant, good morning to you. State your name for the record.
Deshaun Randall Gant Jr.
Today is the date time set for a pretrial. We're gonna adjust the bond conditions for you, Mr. Gant. I'm going to give your attorney also an opportunity to pre-try the case. Ms. Payne, I'm going to put you in a breakout room once we discuss bond up with Ms. Mason, have a conversation with her. The bond is going to be adjusted to $500 personal bond. I'm going to have you test one time per week, Mr. Gant, randomly. You're not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission, and obviously no drinking during the pendency of this case. If you do not test, or if a test comes back positive, or a test comes back diluted, we're going to up the ante on the bond. You understand that, Mr. Gant?
Yeah.
All right. I need a good phone number from you so I'm going to refer this matter to probation. All right, I have a number to probation just in case for you. And you shouldn't have to call them. They should call you to set this up. Today is Tuesday. I need to see a test by this week and every week after that until there's some other adjustment by the court if that comes to be. All right. Let me pass this matter. Let me let your attorney speak with Ms. Mason in the breakout room, and then we'll go from there, all right?
Okay.
All right. Join the room and let us know what you do when you come out. All right, what are we gonna do with Deshaun Gant? Let's go back on the record with Gant. Ms. Payne?
Yes, I would like a breakout room with Mr. Gant so I can discuss the offer with him.
In a breakout room, and I'll pass the matter. Join the room, please. All right. Ms. Payne, what are you going to do with Gant?
My client is going to take the offer, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Deshaun Randall Gant Jr. What is the offer?
The offer is driving while intoxicated.
Driving while intoxicated. You know that's a 6-point offense, Mr. Gant. I'm gonna that is going to be a suspended license. Now, on this one, Ms. Payne, is this going to be suspended and restricted by operation of law without him having to do anything? Or is this going to be suspended and then he serves the restricted?
My understanding, it is the Secretary of State, once they get the conviction, will suspend it.
All right, so this will suspend your license, but on the open on the visibly impaired, the lower 4-point offense,
It's a restricted.
that is like it's suspended, but it's automatically reinstated with a restricted license.
Correct.
And I don't know whether this does that or not.
I don't think it does, but I think he would have to petition the Secretary of State for a restricted license. I do not believe that is something the court can do any longer.
So you understand that, sir?
Yes.
And you want to take the deal?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Did you go over his advice and rights with him?
I did, Your Honor, yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines? You understand that, Mr. Gant?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Payne went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to November the 7th, 2023 at around 7:49 p.m. in the city of Detroit. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Make it sound good.
Yes.
You can reschedule.
Say yes.
Might have to-
Yes.
Did you have some alcohol during or prior to the operation of that motor vehicle?
Yes.
What did you have?
I had 2 Long Islands at a bar.
This is cute. Judge doesn't know what a Long Island iced tea is.
They must have been doubles.
Excuse me. Mr.
No?
Gant,
They must have both been double shots.
No, it was a mixed drink.
I don't know if 2 Long Islands is gonna get you over 0.17.
Yes, Judge, it will.
Is that all you had that day, sir?
That's all I had at that bar that night. 2 Long Island iced tea.
They weren't watering those shots down, were they? Long Island. If there's marijuana, then that's not gonna get them over.
It's like 10 shots.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Hmm?
you probably had more than that. Maybe it's that.
Let's adjourn the matter for a second. You wanna do it, right?
Right. How you been doing?
0.205 is the first result on the data master and 0.195.
Yeah, that tracks.
Drinking all day.
I just,
How you been doing?
I find it hard to believe that 2 Long Islands will get you that intoxicated. But I don't have any reason to think that you are not being forthright with the court. Seem to be very upfront and adamant about you only having the 2 shots of Long Island.
There.
Do you think that that liquor impair your ability to operate this motor vehicle?
Yes.
All right. You satisfied, Counselor?
What he's actually trying to do is not be the alcohol police necessarily. He's trying to make sure that the defendant is being truthful in his plea and is not misleading the court. Because if he could say that the defendant was lying, he wouldn't take the plea.
yes, Your Honor, defense is satisfied.
All right. Court is satisfied. I'm going to find you guilty as to the amended count of operating while intoxicated. I'm gonna set a sentencing date. Let's set it for the. Well, how's this? I mean, you've been on bond already. How have you been tested?
I've called the probation office and know that when I went to go test, they had me testing for the wrong thing. When I went to go test, they had me testing for everything but alcohol. So I called the probation office and let them know that they had me testing for the wrong thing. And he was supposed to call me back and, get it squared away so that I could be tested for the right thing. Because I've been down there 3 times to test, and they keep testing me for the wrong stuff.
You've only been 3 times?
Yeah.
That's not good. Let's pass it. Let's get probation involved. Because even if you're testing for the wrong thing, you've been on bond for months now. I should have way more than 3 tests.
And here it begins.
I was only, the last time I came to court was the first time you told me that I would start testing, when you set me up with the probation and stuff, and I got in contact with the probation officer.
But that's been way more than 3 weeks ago.
Right.
Right? So you're only telling me that you've been 3. You're supposed to go every week. So you've only said you've been 3 times. We have a problem already. We're starting off on the wrong foot.
I'm not understanding how, because I started the testing like you told me to, and then once I realized that I was getting tested for the wrong thing, I contacted you guys to let you guys know. The guy just called me.
Okay. Let's not. Listen. I understand that. I heard all of that.
Very confused. I don't understand. I'm trying to do everything.
Let's slow down. Let's get you. Let's get the understanding here. Do you hear what I said? I understand that you tested and you were testing for the wrong thing.
Yes.
And that's not your fault.
Right.
But what I asked you to do the last time, I asked you to go every single week. And I didn't even look at the dates yet. Let me see, it's right here. April the 23rd. All right, and then we went through May. So that's 1 week. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should at least have 8 tests, even if they're all for the wrong thing. Do you follow me?
I'm not following exactly when I was supposed to start testing. That's where the misunderstanding is.
You were supposed to start on April the 23rd. I told you that would have been a Tuesday like today.
Yeah,
I told you I wanted, wait a minute, let me finish and I'm gonna let you talk. Okay? And I told you I wanted to have a test that week because it's the beginning.
Nobody that week, sir. No probation office or nobody had contacted me that week. That's what I'm telling you. I haven't gotten in contact with nobody until this second time we went to court. I tried to contact. I told you guys this. I've been calling. I've been doing everything you guys been telling. I've been doing everything by the book. I let you guys know that I hadn't heard from that probation office. I had called and I let you guys know this. The last time in court, you told me to not to contact the probation office. They will call me. That's what you told me the first time in April, and I did, and no one contacted me. So I started contacting you guys. That's how we ended up in the situation we was in the last court date.
This is a type of advocacy I want to see some of the defense lawyers come in with, because he's going to be adamant about.
No, I'm letting you know, sir. When you you told me to test in April. You told me I didn't need to contact nobody. They would contact me, right?
No. Here's what I said. we're not gonna keep rehashing. We're not gonna keep rehashing it. Here's what I said. I said, you shouldn't have to contact anybody. They should contact you. Wait a minute. You're gonna just jump in and not let me finish, right? Let me finish saying what I'm saying so we can get through this. I said, they should contact you. I said, however, if you do not hear from them, I expect a test at the end of before the end of the week, that week. If you do not hear from them, I gave you the number to probation. You have our Zoom number. You have access. I said, get in contact with the court or your attorney and make sure that test gets there.
This is my first time ever talking to this attorney, and this is what I'm telling you. I called that day. I didn't ever hear nothing from the probation officer. I already calling them and leaving messages. I left messages at the court. I've called.
All right, Mr. Gant, let's just end it right there. All right, let's just get the probation department down here. You've already pled guilty. Let's just go ahead and move forward right here. Let me hear what they have to say about it, and then we'll move forward. All right.
Your Honor, I just make a record that Mr. Gant and I did have a long conversation on June 6th. So this is not the first time we've met or discussed this situation.
Shocker.
I'm pretty sure. What he's doing is he's trying to.
That's the first time I'm saying this is the first time I've talked to you since he said this, since we've had this conversation about the drug testing. Well, this is the first time I've talked to you.
Mr. Gant, I understand I respect the fact that you're adamant about your position, and I respect that. All right.
I don't want you playing around or messing court over, sir.
Let's just pass it. All right. Let's pass it.
Yes o no se hace.
Hear from probation. All right.
¿Sobre qué le dice?
He's not answering her this. All right, let's pass it momentarily. We'll wait till probation comes in. All right, let's go lastly. Let's finish up with Mr. Gant. All right, Officer Bradfield, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. How are you today?
Very well. Are you here on Gant?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge.
An update on Gant, please.
Your Honor, Mr. Gant was referred to test with an outside agency, Affordable Testing Service in Detroit. That referral was initiated on April 29th, 2024 for testing once per week. The last time Mr. Gant tested at the outside agency, Affordable Testing Service, that was May the 8th, in which he was negative. He has not reported since then. He's failed to report. And I have no idea why he did not test. As indicated, he did not contact me saying he had any issues or whatnot. His initial test was on the May 4th, which was positive for marijuana, and he was negative for alcohol. So as it relates to Mr. Gant, that's where we are today.
Okay, so you have two tests for Mr. Gant?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And it's the last one is May the 8th.
Yes, Judge.
And those tests were for including alcohol, is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Gant,
Yes.
did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay, so you weren't completely accurate about your recollection of what you said. You did it 3 times. They said you did it 2. I'm not going to really concern myself about that. You said that they were testing you for everything but alcohol. They say that's not the case. They got alcohol screening in there as well. It's just a whole battery of tests. And then the last time you test was May 8th.
Yes.
Okay, so you see where the problem comes in?
Yes.
All right, so let's do this moving forward. All right, let me say this. You have the courts, you know how to zoom in. You have the ability to. You have your attorney's number, right?
Yes.
You have the probation department's number. You indicated that you left messages. He said he didn't get any messages. I'm not gonna go back and forth with that. But moving forward, this is like your one time here. And we'll put the stuff, we'll leave the stuff in the past that's in the past. I hope that moving forward, you don't have any issues. And if you do have an issue, I expect you to utilize the court, your attorney, and Mr. Bradfield. I don't want any excuses moving forward. I don't want any misdiluted or positive tests. All I'm concerned about is the alcohol. All right?
Yes, sir.
We have that understanding now?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's get back on track. Today, now I'm gonna say it one more time. Today is Tuesday. I expect that you get tested this week and every week thereafter. And I'll excuse that first week of when you first came in here because I told you to test, it was the week of May 22nd, you were supposed to have a test. And Mr. Bradfield came in here and indicated that they didn't even get the referral until the 29th. So you would automatically be excused for that week. But the other subsequent weeks after May the 8th, that's not, we're not gonna go in that direction anymore. We're gonna move forward. I hope that all of them are gonna be negative for alcohol or not diluted or no mistest, so we can put this matter behind us, okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's have you back for sentencing. I wanna refer you back to probation for a pre-sentence investigation report. I wanna do the sentence on July 23rd, 2024 at 10 a.m. sentencing. And let's move forward from there, all right?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, is that Zoom?
Pardon me? Yes, that's Zoom. It's via Zoom.
Okay.
Any questions, Mr. Gant?
No, sir.
All right. If there's nothing further, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you can maintain your sobriety as it relates to this alcohol during the pendency of this. And you know, we both know what transpired. We hope we don't have to go back that way again, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And if there's nothing further, I'll see you back on July the 23rd at 10 a.m.
All right.
Your Honor, he's still going to test once a week per the court.
He's going to test once a week. All other bond conditions remain in effect.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What good are the bond conditions? He didn't follow them the first time while he was on bond. I predict in your future lots more problems.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Best of luck to you, Mr. Gant.
All right. Thank you.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.